Good morning. It's a sunny Friday, January the 6th here in Poland. Do you have also such a nice winter time? It just started to be snowing in January here because the December was pretty warm. So today I have a nice topic for you of how should we maintain our clipless pedals and shoes in order to prolong their lifetime, especially over the winter. The main goal is to protect those against water, mud, snow of course, and the salt. And also we're gonna minimize the risk of some annoying noises that would come off from the sole, the cleat or the pedal, or just everything put together. What we're gonna need for this is just some like toothbrush, some brushes will really help. So I have two here. We're gonna need also some lubricant and some grease. All right. So first off, what you're gonna do, it will take you really not more than 3 minutes for both pedals, is to clean the pedal. This is actually how my pedal looks like after my yesterday's ride for cycling academy in the snow. So I wasn't cleaning this one. It just looks that clean after what I've done for it, and it's very easy. So if you have already your pedal clean, it's very easy. You can either spray the pedal with something like WD-40, or what I'm doing is I'm just taking my brush and my lubricant. I would not necessarily use, for example, this one, because it will not be waterproof. This one, finish line wet, is quite fine, but this one is even better for the water. So water and salt and mud that we have a lot on our roads in the winter the pedal will be really protect against those. I'm putting some of the oil on my brush, and then I'm simply brushing my my pedal. Okay, what I'm focusing on is the spring here. We've got two springs, one on one side and one on the other side, because these are double-sided, right? I'm also putting it on the it's called binding, I guess, this part of the pedal, and just a little bit on the axle. And when I'm sure that that the oil is pretty much all over here, then I'll just take my rag, my old hoodie, and I will just clean the excess of the oil, and that's it. How much of a time it took me? Just about a minute. You don't have to remove the pedal from your bike. I wouldn't do it. I'm just doing it for the sake of this video, so you can keep it on the bike. And the job for my pedal is done. Then I'm gonna do the same for the cleat. So I'm doing it for the cleat, but also the sole here around the cleat. When it has a little bit of that lubricant oil, it is so much easier to clean the shoe from the mud and the snow. So the snow will not stick to my shoe that easily, and I'm only doing something like that, and it's done. Okay, so I would recommend doing it after maybe 5 or 10 rides, depending on how muddy and how much water and salt there is out there where you are riding. Sorry. And the one thing it's good to check is your bolts, and that's something I should check because when you are not removing your cleats from the shoes often, those bolts can get very rusty. Finally, it wouldn't be possible for you to actually unscrew those, and then you are in some kind of troubles because you have to drill those. So I haven't done this for some months already, and I'm just doing it. Remember to do it just one by one so that your cleat will not move around. It's just still, it's in the same place. We don't hear that much of a noise when unscrewing this one, and that means that There is no rust actually on the thread just yet, but it's a good idea to put some grease before it gets rusty. And my job is done. I guarantee you that clipping in and clipping out in the muddy terrain, maybe some cyclocross races in your area, will be way easier. It's not gonna rust here, so it will last longer, and your clipless pedals will really look very, very clean. So without removing the pedals from the bike, you can do it both for your shoes and the pedals in 3 to 4 minutes. Now, since I already removed my pedal, it's always a good idea to put a little bit of a grease when I'm putting it back on the bike. And that's it. The job is done. Thank you very much. Regards from Shy Bike, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.